right before we started recording, I literally went to go pee, right? And I'm just sitting there and I see a bug, you know, hey, great, the bug guy works. Like, it appeared that there was a dead bug and he was poisoned, toxified to death. And I was like, it's time to flush him, sail him off. I'm sorry that this had to happen, but like, I hate bugs. Right. So yeah, no, I grab him, throw him in the toilet, and he's like definitely swimming. And then I feel a little bit of guilt where I'm like,
Trizzy the murderer.
Drowning, like, yeah, I'm like, drowning is not a good idea. But I was like, this is just a really bad situation. I'm going to flush him and I'm going to just wash away with it. Because, like, I don't want to disrespect him and just pee in the toilet where he's literally likely about to drown.
That's rude. Yeah. That's rude.
Like, that's probably worst case scenario. Nobody wants to drown. Nobody definitely wants to drown full of urine. Okay. So I was like, no. I'm going to do the respectable thing, flush and just wash away and forget that it ever happened. Flush it, and then, no, yeah, he's still in the toilet. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, you can still see him swimming. And then, sorry, my mom's calling. I got to tell her this story too. But he's still swimming. And then I was like, okay, well, honestly, I have no choice because there's a water shortage in the Southwest. So I was like, I can't just keep flushing the toilet and this guy just keeps on fighting. Because he's already poisoned, so he's dead no matter what. So then I just had to do the man thing and I had to pee. I had to get to the pod. I peed on it, and he drowned it in urine. And bless his soul, I hope that he made it.
What kind of bug was it first? Let's get that out of the way.
I don't know. Couldn't identify. It was disgusting.
A cockroach? Cricket?
It could have been a baby cockroach, but then I was like, I don't think I've ever seen a baby cockroach. It definitely wasn't a cockroach. It was like a beetle.
A beetle.
To me, any beetle that squashes and guts are everywhere, that's a cockroach to me because I'm definitely staying away from it.
Right. Yeah, but
I did drown a cockroach with a plunger one time.
Oh, you like Troy?
Oh God, it gives me the heebie-jeebies, dude. It was on my loofah. My mom was calling. I got a text from Mo. Shout out to Mo. Shout out to the Grit Boys. It's our draft day. Kyler Murray, first overall pick. That's what I just got to do.
100%. Who's better? Who's better than Kyler Murray?
Nobody. That's why we're winning the Super Bowl and he's winning the MVP.
Right. Let's go.
But everybody's back because the Utes. Everybody is back because the Utes. So everybody, Solana NFTs. Don't worry, I'm out there.
Get a bag.
Okay. I hate this. Ready?
It's all
ready
good. You want me to say welcome? You want me to hit that welcome?
Yeah.
I mean,
all of this is completely gone.
No.
No, not the bug part, but everything else.
Dude, you sometimes underestimate the out of yourself. All right, back to it. Don't even need a clap. Do you want a clap? Go ahead, give me a clap. I get it. The dog's not in there. The cat's not in there. You got full reign. Let's get those claps in. All right, back to it.
All right, one last message with my mom.
You tell her we're recording the pod right now? You're live on the pod right now, Tommy.
Yeah. I was like, Mom, you're famous. Congratulations. She doxed herself.
We love you.
All 3.5 million of my followers.
That's right.
That's my mom. Love of my life. Love that woman.
Yo, love you, Tommy. Welcome to episode, it's 34. 34. That's what you said?
Like Walter Payton, like Jalen Thompson, the future Super Bowl champ.
Hell yeah.
Arizona Cardinals, baby.
Bring it in. Get that bag. You shouted out, real quick, Bubba Crypto, Too Easy Trizzy. Dude, it's great to finally get this moment of the week because I feel like I never talk to you anymore. But we busy out here. Utes. You shouted out Utes. I'm like, you did your run for the scholarship. I checked mine today. Denied. It's cool. I get it. We're not out here like that, yet. We're making moves. But
I have 0 dust, so the odds of me getting a Ute,
right.
I may have to sell my soul.
Right. Yeah, they were like very specific on there. They're like 375 tickets or dust for the raffle. And I'm like, oof, I feel that vibe. I feel like I understand why I got denied. I get it. Like, I mean, but it's exciting times, Utes is bringing a lot of attention to the entire market, and there's plenty of opportunity out there to be had. So,
yep. But shout out to Cordell. They were talking dust the whole time, and I'm like, yep, nope, got it. Will do. And then when Duppies and Utes kind of that transition happened, I was like, I kind of got lost in the sauce. I was like,
Yeah.
hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
And we were just doing this podcast with like 1 million followers, and sometimes we just get caught in the hype.
Right, and people around the world too. I mean, love all you guys. Thank you for all the support. But yeah, no, CoreDAO, they put us on a hot minute ago. They really had a lot of faith in the project, deeper than just like the actual NFTs themselves. And for a lot of people that kind of either got out or haven't been into NFTs, it's really a cool experience to see an actual currency within an NFT project get that much hype, that much importance throughout the communities of the entire NFT market, right? I don't know if I made the right or wrong decision. I bought a Sphinx because I love the art, and I knew it was another music project, and so I bought one, and then I saw another really cool one that possibly could be like it like matches our Too Easy color. I got up into the Discord and I saw like all the announcements for all the dust that they spent trying to just get 3 or 4 raffle or like whitelists for people in their communities. And it like if they were doing that, and Sphinx was like at one point, it seemed like there was a lot of hype and a lot of energy around them, right? And they put that much energy into it. Imagine how many other brands did the same thing, for their communities. And it's like, this moment right here in Solana NFTs, I'm curious if, how we're all going to respond to this. Are we just going to be degenerates and just sell off and like, oh, Utes was great, what a hype, climax, one shot load? Or are we going to like come together as a community and be like, nah, we're going to keep going, dude. These are the vibes.
You know what I'm curious about? Did you name your Sphinx Sphincter?
Is that what you sat there and thought of this whole time?
Yep.
That's good.
I was like, here we go. Bubba Crypto is rambling about NFTs.
I know.
All right, guys, I'll be back in 10 minutes.
Yeah. So, dude, my energy is like all in it, man. Like, I love the energy with Solana NFTs, dude. Like, the communities are hyped. The people are pretty genuine. You find, dickheads here and there, but like, where do you not find people that are just absolute, they're in every community, so it is what it is. And when you can weave and bob and dive into things and find like the substance of the community and really get into these NFT projects, there's a lot of value in this market, man, because, cryptocurrency, if there's one thing we're all starving for, it's like community. That's what we love. And it's like, feels like at times, like people come in and just, take advantage of that and tear it apart. So, all right. Yeah. I'll probably cut out all that, huh?
Yeah. Are you good? You were rambling for a bit.
You said ramble and then I went and did it, dude.
Wait, did I say ramble?
Yeah.
I don't know if I did.
You
I
said,
think you're
here he
hearing
goes
voices in your head,
rambling.
dude.
You said, here he goes.
We might have to have like a convention. What is it called?
An intervention.
Intervention.
Yeah. A convention. Oh boy.
Yeah. No. Well, that's. Basically, they're gonna need a convention to get an intervention for me because so many people,
Yeah. All the fans around the world.
Yeah.
I hear you.
All right. I just wanted to join in with the rambling. All right. Are we ready? Bubba Crypto with the banger alert this week. He says, "Cal Scrubby, one of the greatest to ever do it."
Let's go.
Did I say it right? Scrubby.
Yeah. Cal Scrubby. Love Cal. You've never heard a single song by Cal?
I don't know.
Nope.
No.
Nothing. God, dude.
I've never even seen Scrubby spelled like that.
Your diversification in music sometimes, it like you rag on me so much about the music that I listen to sometimes, and I think about it. I'm like, his diversification in music is nothing like his portfolio at all. Like, it's strictly...
That's a compliment.
No. Troy, no. You got to diversify because if you like Russ, you're going to like other people. Russ is like that nice, like happy medium between a lot of different genres. If you like Russ, you're going to rock with Cal. Cal's sick, bro. Independent, out here doing his own thing. Shit sounds sick, Shout out to whoever his engineer is.
Shout out to my engineer guy.
They said don't head that direction. That's a dead end.
Nasty.
You're throwing hands for Cal Scrubby.
Fuck yeah, dude. I love Cal. Cal's out here, bro. And and what I love about him is he's like that provocative image that I appreciated about Eminem that we all loved in the 90s, early 2000s. It's like Cal's like treading on that line of like, go ahead, say something. You know, I have the wit, the personality, the artistic nature, you know, to bring the whole thing together and just be like, you know, just to completely shit on your opinion, you know, because it's like at the end of the day, bro, everybody's got opinions, bro, and drowning out that noise. Bro, that is the key. So damn, what a transition into the motivational part of what we got in the article this week. People will always try to derail you throughout life from the successes that you are destined to achieve. So at this point of the market, you either believe in it or you don't. When I think of moments throughout history, innovation and freedom always triumphs over tyranny. Blockchain is innovating and promoting freedom all around the world. We do not quit here. So, what do you think about that? I think I like that, bro. Nice little transition right into the motivation.
Heck yeah.
I'm hyped,
All
dude.
of our friends are listening to it. Like, I'm ready to go.
I'm ready to go, dude. I could do probably at least 100 push-ups right here on the ground. You know what I mean? Like that.
Do it.
Quick, good,
Do it.
strong. No.
Do it.
No. What, are you going to read the next
I'll
paragraph?
Do it. I'll do it. No. Hold
No,
on.
are
I'll
we
do
going
the 100
down?
push-ups.
How many?
Hold on. Ready? 99, 100, 101, 102. All right. A couple extra because that's what we do. We see the finish line and we run through it. You know what I'm saying?
Run through it.
Woo! Now my heart's beating so fast.
Let's go, dude. It's about time you yelled into the mic the way I did. God, or do all the time. You see, this is the energy we want to bring you guys every single week because there is so much noise and we got to tune into the right frequency. And at Too Easy Crypto, that's what we really want to do with you guys. So, Trizzy, without further ado, you want to hit that crypto news? How you feeling?
Pretty good. I mean, I think the people, they want to hear an apology from Bubba Crypto. We think you overlooked some news.
Thought about that. Go ahead.
So, U.S. Congressman, an arch enemy of Bubba Crypto, Brad Sherman, says there's too much money and power in crypto to ban it.
Right. So he didn't.
So I mean, yeah, no, you kind of wanted to hate that guy, right?
Oh,
like,
hold
I
on,
think
hold
you
on. Hate's a
actually
strong word.
challenged him to a duel.
I did.
You
to
challenged
a duel,
him to duel.
To a duel, like maybe in a sword fight. You know, maybe whatever.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay. Well, who won?
I cannot believe
It's kind of crazy how you
the
just
modern
all of a
world
sudden
we
you
are
respect
living in.
him.
That's what that means. Is that not wild? That's so unfair to an innocent statement. And I'm trying, you know, you decided to bring him up because he ain't even in the news this week. I didn't even want to talk about the guy.
But all right, so you and Brad Sherman having a sword fight. All right, where'd this happen?
Bro,
right,
what was that? Episode 11, 12, 10? It was one of the very first episodes we put out.
The first episode to get posted and deleted.
Yeah, I think that was before we got canceled.
Yeah, no, the FBI, thanks, bro. They raided my house and they were like, do you know who Bubba Crypto is? He's threatened a congressman with duel.
You're the one that brought up Hillary Clinton. You just had to meme her. I mean, that's your problem.
I never said it.
You never said it. You did it. You didn't have to say it. You did it. There is no saying to the action of making the meme. You know the meme. You know what I'm talking about.
Technically, I didn't make it. I didn't make it.
You didn't make that?
I put a Bitcoin sticker on her. Wait, maybe I did make it. I did make it, yep.
See? Exactly. You're bro.
Yeah.
You know why we do this together? You know why we take the time to do the podcast? Because your gift in absolutely creating amazing content on the spot for the topic at hand is mind-boggling.
I need the listeners to do something real quick. So this is somebody who's being manipulative. He's telling nice things about me because he didn't want to give his public apology to Brad Sherman.
That's ridiculous.
Can you give the people what
I'm
they
not
want?
giving him an apology. Hold on. You want to know why I'm not giving him an apology? Because he's not over here saying, oh, I like cryptocurrency. He's over here saying, okay, I get it. You guys are finding a lot of support and I'm completely wrong. I might have to rethink everything. It's the same thing with the banning stocks, dude. Nancy Pelosi gets told, hey, listen, senorita, you're not going to get away with what you're doing, and your entire, not only caucus, but your entire side of party is looking at you going, you're done doing this. Like, and it should be, but the thing is it only does it to the congressmen and women. Like, it's like it doesn't apply to their families. And I think insider trading is a problem in the stock market, you know? And it's like, here's here's a great example of, you know,
Bubba Crypto, a bull just sitting there at the gate ready to go.
you got me worked up. I didn't even remember. I didn't even put it in the article. Listen, check this out. I want to say, I think Brad Sherman is definitely realizing the truth, and that is very important for our politicians to get to that point right now and understand we are here to build right now. Like, we have to get to building. That's what the thing is. So, like, thank you for saying that and surrendering in the public discord that blockchain is here to stay. Thank you. That's what I would like to say.
Speaking of public Discord, shout out to Easy Crypto. Come on, join us in the Discord. We got memes that I can't get banned for Twitter.
That's right. Get in there.
Banned on Twitter. That's what I meant to say.
Get in there.
Speaking of not knowing what they're saying, we got Jim Cramer. He can't choose sides. What, is he pro crypto or is he not? I mean, Kaleo's calling him a signal, but all I know is that he sounds like the guy in 50 Cent, you know, when 50's leaving prison, and the guy's like, well, when I'm wrong, I'm right, because I thought what was right, you know.
Yeah.
We're playing the clip.
You just met him.
Fidgeting, man. I'm right about him. I'm always right. It's like when I'm right, I'm right. And when I'm wrong, I could have been right. So I'm still right because I could have been wrong.
But Jim Cramer, okay, so is he a signal? What's going on? Does that mean we're at the bottom?
I think he is an opportunity to realize that people aren't going to do research. They're gonna say things. I don't know what he's looking into. I can tell you the rest of the community, besides Bitcoin, take Bitcoin out of everything, even though the first article is zero emissions about Bitcoin. Like, take Bitcoin out of the entire discussion and think about all the rest of the projects and how much they've been working on, at least the ones we've been talking about, right? Under the hood, all the maintenance, bettering, scalability, you know, efficiency, you know, all the things that these blockchains are offering. I think Jim Cramer isn't looking into that. And I think a lot of these people in his positions, right, that have opportunities to voice opinions with no repercussions. I think that's the word, right? Repercussions? Is that the word? Is that how you say it?
You're asking me, dude. I don't know. I don't know words.
All right. Well, without any consequences.
Speaking of repercussions, well, either way, he says that crypto shouldn't even be on the side screen anymore. What a freaking jerk.
Jerk. You know, don't disrespect us like that. We've come
You're
far.
just mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very mean.
Yeah. All right, Jim Cramer. We'll see what you say in a couple months.
See
or
you in
maybe
the meta.
in a couple years. I don't care. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to go to zero.
Look at what Brad Sherman did this week. Go ahead, Jim Cramer. We'll meet you in the meta too. We met Brad in the meta. He knew what was good.
Yeah.
He understands. He
You do
gets
not
it.
want a sword fight with Bubba Crypto.
All right,
Thank
getting
you.
into
Just one last note on the screen. Kaleo also did say bears are FUCKED'd.
who?
Yeah, you say it.
Who's
He said bears. Bears.
the Bears are effed?
Yeah, but he cursed it.
Who said that?
So when Kaleo.
Dude,
So when
I
he
love
said that,
Kaleo.
I was like, well, would you look at that? Look at that. I'm going to be rich, Mom.
I just want to say Jim Cramer wasn't there when Bitcoin was at 3K. You know? I mean, in 2018, I saw Jim Cramer not touching the stuff. So a lot of these people are going to doubt us and think we're not going to get to the next, you know, point, which, speaking of, are we ever going to get to the next article, Trizzy?
Pretty much, yeah. No.
Are you
We're
offended?
just
You look
farting
offended.
around.
Oh, I didn't mean to offend you. Jeez.
No, I was thinking of a good transition, and the best I was thinking was we're done farting around, but that's just not it. People deserve better than that. A pro-Bitcoin mining report claimed that Bitcoin could be a zero-emission network if we basically just use cow farts and stuff. So everybody, just collect your farts, put them in a jar, and send them to the nearest Bitcoin mining, because the only thing going to zero is emissions, baby.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say to this. This is
Don't worry. All right, I'll clear up the dust. We got. So
this is
Bitcoin
off
mining,
the cuff.
So Bitcoin mining with flared gas and animal waste gases could help the world's largest cryptocurrency on a path to become zero-emission money. So how does this happen? They say combusting strained methane gas to mine Bitcoin that would have otherwise been emitted into the atmosphere.
Right.
So, yeah, then they give a bunch of numbers and you get it. We're not going to zero. That
Right.
emissions is going to zero.
Emissions are going to zero. Love that, dude. Are we starting the trend?
Yeah. I hate making this world better and cleaner.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Golly, bro. Isn't that just the
Yeah.
motto nowadays? It seems like a lot of things are just so reversed, you know, like the things you would think are just kind of common sense, you know, and you're just like, hold on, I'm super confused, right? But yeah, this is a great fundamental piece of news that literally starts the article off great and comes right out of that Jim Cramer discussion into, hey guys, we got fundamental news. Let's stick to it. These guys didn't build this market, and nor are they trying to build into it. They're trying to invest into it. There's a difference. So keep building. You know what I mean?
And and look at what this last run did. Now we've got money and investors, basically. Right. So my theory was the tech, you need the money. And then once the money is there, places like Microsoft and IBM, like theoretically, what if they were to help make this an emission-free, like mining? Like,
I mean, the cause,
you know, like they have the power, they have the technology. All it takes is the attention span and, you know, some sort of reasoning that they should do that. But anyway, now I'm just rambling. How about that sword fight? Am I right?
You make a very good point. They need to. Fuck, I don't even remember what your point was. It was so good, I forgot it.
Well, either way, you know, my points are like lawmakers. You know, maybe I should be a lawmaker. I want all the power. Make me president, and I'll just call the rules. Okay, nope. That transition's empty now. But now I'm just looking at the Will Smith. He says the D word, DAMN, and that's how I feel. I was like, man, that was incredibly bad.
Oh, wait, real quick.
Just like the Houston Texans.
Oh, that's tough, dude. Come on. Give them, man, leave them alone, bro. Kicking them down while they're already hurt, bro. That's still my team, too. I love them just as much as the Cardinals. You should love them, too. Look at the gifts we gave you guys. We're like, guys, we think you can do better with this. We know how gifted these guys are, you know? So you should be a little nicer and actually say thank you.
Sorry.
All right, bringing it back. All right.
Houston's been through enough because they're a football team. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean,
like the people.
Oof. All right, we're moving on.
Like the, you know what I'm
moving on. Monetary network. Real quick, I want to get into that part. Decentralized, the very first one, blockchain, Bitcoin. That's what it is. We're using methane gas, and not only that, but animal waste gas, right? I mean, that's a wild concept, and that's like, you know, completely beat the dead horse here. But this is people want to go up and, you know, rise up and scream and yell at the top of their lungs about the environment and stuff like this. Well, you know, and they had a problem with Bitcoin. Well, now you can actually run to Bitcoin and be like, hey, this is great. Decentralization, it's zero emission, and it's actually a monetary network that can be utilized and is starting to become accepted throughout the world. Oh my goodness, what a concept. So I'm not bearish on Bitcoin. I'm just more bearish on the Bitcoin community, if anything. You know what I mean? Just some of those maxis out there. But had to do it, bro. Had to be done.
Heck yeah. You had to do it? You had to do it?
Shout out Max Kaiser. We're already throwing Alex Sherman or Brad Sherman in here. Might as well throw, you know, Max Kaiser, right? No, okay, let's get into the next part.
So now you're just having a big old orgy of sword fights of some sort?
Jesus. I cannot believe you took that opportunity. This is what I'm talking about. You remember that minute a second ago where I was like, see, there's moments where Troy will just absolutely beat and batter me down and just have a great laugh about it. And I walk out of the room going, I still love this guy so much, dude. And you do that to so many people, and I love you for it. But boy, come on, 3 sword fights in one pod, dude. I think you're better than that, Trizzy. You're better than that.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, step it up,
right.
dude.
I'll get new material. Speaking of new material, the lawmakers are asking for some, all right? They're like, hey, guys, here's what they're doing. Lawmakers are asking government agencies as well as major crypto exchanges for more information about what they're doing about cryptocurrency-related fraud. So, yeah, the lawmakers are like, so, guys, what's the law around here? What's the word? What's the good word of the law? Yeah. And I didn't really think anything of this article because after I read Why It Matters, I read about, it says, Why It Matters. The House Oversight Subcommittee on Economic and Consumer Policy has used its heft in Washington to press companies for information on everything from metal toxicities and infant formulas and and the dangers of e-cigarettes. And I'm like, oh, okay, so we're so early that cryptocurrency is being discussed in the same nature of infant poisoning and e-cigarettes blowing up in your face.
Wow. That's crazy. Way to dig, dude. I did not. I'll be honest. I skimmed this article right here. There's moments. We have our moments, but I skimmed this one. But I did 100% like you said. It's hilarious coming in and going, hey, what are you guys doing over there? You know, it's almost like cheating in class.
I love the word skimmed. Just picture the definition of skimming. You're not reading, you're just putting your eyes on words, and you're like you're just taking away a guilty conscience. You're like, yeah, no, teacher, I read that book, I looked at the words on the paper,
don't test me,
couldn't tell you a thing. It was just constantly moving my head, and I was like, all right, you just got to skim probably 45 more pages because you didn't read last week, so just look at all the words.
And now you got a pop quiz. Oh shit. Yo, so many
and
times.
That's how you probably get like a 30%, and you're like, dang, no, mom said I can't play Call of Duty 4 until I get this English grade up.
You're talking about like my entire 6th grade year with Mrs. Wheeler. Mrs. Wheeler couldn't stand me, bro. I had like a 45 in her class, and I had to like have a sit down with all these teachers.
Sounds dangerous.
At least it wasn't a sword fight. Thank you, Trizzy.
Yeah.
All right.
You know why? Because you would go to jail if you did that.
Oh,
kind of like
my God.
we're all saying, no, ready? We're all saying free Michael Saylor. So AG Carl A. Racine. Basically, I've never seen this before in my life, but it's maybe because I'm never around anybody who sues. But they were publicly announcing. They say, today we are suing Michael Saylor, a billionaire tech executive who has lived in the district for more than a decade, but has never paid any DC income taxes for tax fraud. And then I was like, oh, snap. Somebody's getting sued, and I'm seeing it on Twitter. That's freaking tight. You know, but then it's also, they're suing MicroStrategy as well. And I was just like, that's pretty crazy. But my favorite part of this tweet was like, they're seeking whistleblowers. So I'm like, oh, okay. So you're just announcing that you don't really have enough. You're just throwing it out there. That's what I love about today's media. They're like, all right, I don't know if it's true. Just see it, send it, and we'll see what they say.
What kind of reaction do we get from it?
Yeah. We're like, so did anybody say that they've seen him participating in anything bad? Like, we just need to know. We're gonna sue him first.
Yes.
So,
yeah. Just publicly declare it real quick. Dude. Yes. Thank you so much for saying that. Give me the time, because you and I, there was a time when we started realizing we could use the article and read off of it for material. And you're like, Evan, actually, you don't need to read it all. Well, I really want to read a part of this paragraph right quick. Actually, pretty much the whole thing. Can I get that little sound bit? Is that fair?
No, you can skim it. Just kidding. That was...
All right. So I'm pretty sure this man... Okay, give me a clap. Woo, nervous.
Dude, you're going to read in front of literally everybody. 5 million people
are
going to hear you read.
Dude, around the world.
Yeah. Now I'm like, dude, I get it, Joe Biden. I'm nervous, too. I have stage fright as well.
Whoa.
At least there's only like 2,000 people in there.
Whoa. Woo.
All right. Sorry. I just had to say it because we cut it out anyway. So
I know.
Here's your moment. I'm going to clap. You're going to read. You're going to clap. You're going to read. Just pretend like it's like a hot teacher or something like that.
I'm pretty sure this man that is in Congress named Carl thinks he is doing something productive, but is just shedding more light on the problem in American politics. The citizens in the U.S. are no longer encouraged to build, prosper, and generate opportunity for others when it doesn't benefit those in the central government. This is why states' rights are more important now than ever before. Opportunity should be in the hands of builders and not the government. The people built this country and not the government. That's why I threw in JFK, bro, and I do believe like the power of what I'm saying right there, bro, is super strong, because it is, like we were talking about a second ago, it seems like a lot of things are reversed right now, and you know, it works us up, right? We had a discussion right before we went in here, and it's probably best we don't even bring it up, but let's just say this. Times.
Was it about the bug that I peed on? Because I do not want to get canceled right now.
Yeah. That's great.
This is my way out of the 9 to 5, bro.
But it's like, it works us up as citizens. And real quick, like history, right? that part we can definitely touch on. Throughout history, civilization has been around for tens of thousands of years. And on that blip of tens of thousands of years, you can only see the way that people come together and unify and gain power and then decentralize, central powers. That only just started more recently. And that's something that's not respected worldwide right now for some reason. But but those ideals are the things that brought down the Berlin Wall, right? It's like, and these things are,
That was Ronald Reagan.
That was Ronald Reagan. And so it's
we just ran through the wall, right?
We ran through the wall, and that's how that's what freedom is, right? It's not like literally Americans, as Americans, our military and our soldiers shouldn't have to go to other countries and fight other people's problems. What we should be doing is spreading freedom and free thought and enlightenment to people around the world that need it the most, and then allow them to take hold of their countries. And that's what we've done since the free thought of 1776 came around. No, I'm not like diehard patriot out here stomping, I think things aren't perfect in our union, but that's why we have Bill of Rights, we have a legislation process, we have government branches, checks and balances, but we're not perfect. And if people like us that literally nobody ever thought could be smart enough to have educational conversations that are entertaining, right? It's like this, we have to speak, right? We have to say, like, this is our time as people, right? Blockchain, decentralization, this is an important moment in history. So I think this paragraph was super important, man. I really wanted to touch on that.
People are going to remember that along with Ronald Reagan. Tear down that wall.
That's right. Yo, I want to put the sound bit in here when he's giving his speech and a balloon pops, and it's after he got shot, and this balloon pops in the audience, and he looks up and he goes, "You missed," and he doesn't even flinch, bro. And I'm like, and that was our leader, right?
By its very existence and character, Berlin remains the most compelling argument for an open world. We're reminded of the many traditions of openness and democracy that have marked the history of this city. America missed me.
By the way, there was a tweet this week. It said Trizzy for president, and I was like, I retweeted it. Yeah. So this is just a public announcement that if you write my name on the ballot, I will formally accept.
Yeah, we're coming to that point, huh? What is it, like 2 years?
But I will... 2 years? Yeah, dude. Yeah. Come on. It couldn't get any worse. People are going to be like, the typical, I don't want him. And then they're going to say, I also don't want him. So then they're going to want him, as in, I'm him. Yeah. I'm him. Shout out to the base god. Okay, but either way, you know what else we got?
He's based.
We've got some Democrats, trying to do the right thing. So the House of Representatives may soon introduce legislation to ban members of Congress, senior staff, and potentially their spouses from buying, selling, or trading stocks. Mm-hmm. I mean, no, this is a great idea. I wish we thought of that sooner, but, it makes sense. It's like, no, You can't have people make the rules and then gamble on it before anybody else knows because they make the rules.
That's right.
But, I'm glad we're finally becoming like a smart society.
Right.
So just, there's no...
I got a brilliant idea. I think you're actually going to love this, and I literally just thought of this right now.
Is it going to get me banned on Twitter
it's
again
not.
for memeing Nancy?
It's not.
Okay.
It actually, I think it could become something that's common sense legislation. Check it out. What if instead of members of the legislative branch having the ability to invest into single stocks, what if they only had the ability to invest into mutual funds? You know what I mean? Like, that would immediately take out that whole insider trading thing, because it's like, okay, maybe they impact one of the diversified things, you know what I mean? But at least it's like market sector and the manipulation can be brought down from the single stocks, which isn't fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. Everybody out here, these guys are out here running home with big bags and just laughing in our faces. It's not right. That needs to end.
Yeah. But that's why, I'm a little iffy. I'm like, it's great. I wonder how long this is going to take. Probably before. I'm not saying Nancy Pelosi's done anything wrong, but I'm just saying that Nancy Pelosi Tracker is a Twitter account. And, before this is all said and done, she's going to be 122 years old before any piece of legislation gets approved. So who knows? Maybe I'll see it in my lifetime.
Yeah. I mean,
just happy that there's brave people in D.C. fighting for the people, baby, Just kind of like the SEC. The SEC is supposed to be doing this kind of stuff, but they're like, wait, so we're an independent agency of the federal government, so yeah, sorry, we can't get paid and go after the people who hired us.
Right. Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, that's probably not how you make money.
Right, and Nancy Pelosi, her response to her party was, I don't see why you guys want to do it, but if that's what they want, then that's what we're going to do. It's like literally being caught with your hand in the cookie jar and going, yeah, I guess I'll give you some of the cookies that are left, and you're walking away with like a gigantic handful and there's only like 2 cookies left, It's like, if she didn't...
That was vivid. Was that real?
It's bad form. It's bad form. Yeah, dude, she stole the cookies. It's bad form. She's not above the people. But, I'm not going to go into it because Nancy Pelosi is... a person to be respected, right? Is that what the word is on the street? Do we respect her, or should we?
Well, Twitter says that I have to.
Have to. Got it. So, hey, Nancy Pelosi, you're the best. We love Nancy.
Yeah.
Discord, weren't we starting up her? We talked about starting up her Discord. We did. What episode was that? That was probably like 12 episodes back, or fuck, dude, it's been a while now. But shout out to Nancy. We love you. Join the boys. We're out here every Monday, Wednesday. Updates and podcasts. What is good?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to get out of DC.
Right.
We're doing Fed time, and the more I think about it, the more Ripple's starting to look like Tekashi 6ix9ine. So
Without
we
doubt.
got XRP, or should I say Ripple? I'll call them by their government name. All I can think about during this scene was I don't know if you've heard at the beginning of the Pop Smoke song, we're deleting what I'm saying right now, and we're just going to put the clip in.
Man, you see what I did to Roger. You seen what I did to Roger. 40 years. Paid to snitch now, nigga.
40 years. 40 years. He says, I get paid to snitch. So Ripple starting to look more and more like Tekashi 6ix9ine these days, working so close with the government. We had Ripple participating in a new initiative from the Digital Dollar Project to find CBDC solutions for the United States.
Yeah.
The new initiative, called the Technical Sandbox Program, will be launched in October with cross-border payments for first issue on the agenda. So, I mean, I don't know, you know how you said, like, we're talking about skimming? This is when I skimmed. I was like, no street cred in my book.
No,
we got people like Michael Saylor going down, Free Gunna, Free Thug, all the YSL, and there's still people out here working with the government.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
The impact I think that Ripple could have on CBDCs might be beneficial for onboarding banks into blockchain. The problem is the whole CBDC part, and that's what we all have problems with. And like, as people in crypto communities, right? And since we are aware of the problem, us as developers and builders I see things out there being built and, being innovated and discussed, and that's good, just like we talked about last week with Cosmos, that stable coin being built on Luna, and then, whatever. It's like, it's good to see people see the value in Maker and Dai and try to pursue that path, which is great, dude. You want as decentralized of a protocol as you can, because blockchain is already decentralized in its nature, right? It's decentralized entities, right? That, like, how much power does it give to whoever controls the central entity, right? So that's why a DAO is important and all that kind of stuff. But you get into Ripple, getting into CBDCs, this is the whole, Tekashi 6ix9ine. That's how the whole community not Ripple fans. Ripple fans are just diehard XRP army. They're going to live and die this shit, like, respect it. I get it.
Rest in peace to Land Pipe XRP. He was a brave soul.
I know. When I saw the SEC story and I saw it go from like $1 down to like $1.50 down to whatever. I mean, it crashed hard. And the thing is if Ripple is legit, right? And there's some things that are skeptical, right? I mean, you should always be skeptical. Anything you invest in. That's what you and I discuss all the time because you never know what's going to happen. Time is the only thing. But right here, if SEC got involved with Ripple and did that and hurt the project that bad on a litigation that is completely, has no weight at all, it's not right, bro. It's not right. But at the same time, Ripple, what are you doing out here trying to help the banks, bro? But their biggest business is the banks.
Either way, we got a great picture. Wow, that's a great picture that is advertising for our stablecoins article.
Pegging, right? Pegging?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Trust me, it's PG in there. Besides die, you got it.
Yeah, it's PG, but add the E. NGING. Pegging. See what I did there?
Holy cow! What?
Got you, dog.
PEGGING.
Woo! Dropping bars in the alphabet, bro. This is why they tune in every week, ladies, gentlemen.
We're talking about pegging. We're talking pegging. Third legging.
Hitting bars. All right, dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I didn't want to give away all my raps because I
get
gotta
it.
save some for the studio.
I know.
I'm cooking up a mixtape.
I saw the books. I see you writing. Look, Die Maker. This was the conversation. We're excited, and as crypto enthusiasts, we want to see more innovation across the market. And if you wouldn't know it, guess what? Cardano, it's not Cardano them specifically, but a crypto borrowing and lending app is going live on Cardano, and that's big news because you know why.
You know why?
You know why? You know why that's big?
You know why? No, you know why.
You want me to say?
No, you think I'm asking you? I'm asking the listener.
Right. But we can't hear them. So
do you know why? I want them to say yes. I want to know why.
They're saying yes. Yes, Tracy, yes. Woo!
Why is it?
Do we know who controls lending and borrowing rates in the United States? The Federal Reserve, right? Decentralizing the Federal Reserve. Interest rates, super important to the markets. I say markets as in anything that deals with developing a business, i.e. capital, right? People need to have the ability to borrow money. And guess what? Buying assets back, or what is it? It's quantitative easing. They pump money into the markets and they buy assets, but now they're selling the assets back, and they want the buyers to pay up on their assets, right? And so it's like, and the banks and the loans and the interest and all this stuff, and it's like these people have gotten away with robbery, and the more we develop, decentralization of these markets, the more the world is going to benefit.
Yep. So So I was wondering, how do you say it? ADA. So did you know it's actually the first borrowing and lending on Cardano mainnet? Wait, did I?
What?
My voice just
Sorry,
sounded weird.
My battery dipped out. Apologies. But
all right. Ready? I'll say it again. ADA Finance launches the first lending and borrowing app on the Cardano mainnet. So look at that. And I think it's scheduled for September 13th, about 8 days before Cardano's hard fork.
Mm-hmm.
No Vasil. No Vaseline.
No Vaseline.
Just a hard forking. But after the hard forking, you got your first bit of DeFi on the blockchain, baby. So let's go.
Love that.
And just like you said, we scooped our first Cardano NFTs. We're men of our word. We want NFTs from everywhere so that we can critique everything we learned during that process.
That's right. The project is 25 Universe or Universe 25?
Society 25 or Universe 25.
Okay, bad.
Either way, shout out to Blockthentic because he was like, yo, these are fresh. And I was like, this is a relatable NFT. Just a zombie on my phone. Of course, I scooped one. Filipino with red hair. I was like, wow, there's so many NFTs that appreciate my culture. I got to. But congrats to us. Let's clap it up. First Cardano NFT.
Yeah, we can clap it up. I got one with the guy's like really pale, staring at his phone. The room looks a little dark. And I just kind of thought to myself, like, there's mornings when I wake up and I only got like one light on, like that one candle, like in an old movie. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, all I can think about in the morning, how everything points to like, do not wake up and just go directly to your phone.
Yeah.
I wake up, grab my phone, stare right at it until I'm ready to get out of bed. So I'm sorry. Anything that's gone wrong in my life, it's because that bad habit that I picked up, the internet. You're so beautiful. I love you.
Love the internet. And we're loyal to the internet.
Speaking of love on the internet, love and loyalty on the internet. Our boy Blockthentic.
That's right.
With an article, he's got the inside scoop. So the South Korean electronics giant LG is currently developing a new cryptocurrency wallet called Wallypto. I don't know if you say it like that in South Korea or anything, but like that's how I'm saying it.
Right.
Yeah, so this development will be part of a new business phase for the company, which recently abandoned its mobile hardware business and pivoted to software. They're going from hard to soft, just like you and Brad Sherman after that sword fight, apparently. So, you know, HBAR is the only token they're going to support from the start, but eventually other cryptos will be supported. What do you think? Did I catch you off guard? Were you just reminiscing, maybe fantasizing?
Oh, dude, you're incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, South Koreans, good on them. We want to see positive movement forward. LG, last week it was, who was it? Samsung, right?
Yeah.
We got companies that see the value in South Korea, man. I see the value in South Korea. The people there are awesome. They're very vibrant, you know, very culture, you know. I mean, we love that, and we should love that.
You just brought me to another K-pop like
There it is.
concert right there.
Yeah, I mean,
Boom. You know, we're just enjoying South Korea. That's what we'll do. We'll go to like a K-pop thing, pending like hopefully everybody's like over 12 years old that's at the venue. I don't know how K-pop works, but you get it. Yeah.
do you know who BTS is?
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes. Ah, that is so good. Is that what it means?
No, I mean I don't know if it means that in K-pop. It means it on the internet.
Right. BTS is like one of the biggest groups in the entire world of music, and they got hundreds of millions of views. They're some of the biggest names in the world, and my niece is a diehard fan, and that's incredible. I'm telling you, you're not diversified, Trizzy. You're literally proving my point. I have won this argument. You have got to diversify. The only time you diversify is when you're like, oh, hey, I think we could throw a song into the thing. That's the only time you diversify, Trizzy. When was the last time you listened to a country song? Can you remember? Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no, they were playing country songs when we were golfing.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's a happy medium between white people, though, bro.
Yeah. Well, and I had to bite my tongue because the story I couldn't tell before was I was holding in my pee for 45 minutes as we drove for like hours to get to the golf course.
Right.
And I was like, please don't be that guy. We're almost there. Just fight it. Hold those valves tight, closed until it gives out.
Right.
And there was like 10 minutes left, and I was like, all right, I just got to say it. Guys, I'm going to make it, but I literally have been holding in this pee for 45 minutes, and I just want you guys to know that it's a really bad situation.
It's serious.
Like, I'm looking for water bottles. I'm already making up excuses of why I peed. I'm like, no, yeah, so I have this problem on my insides that my valves just give out. I'm like going through all these scenarios. Literally, I say that with 10 minutes left. The driver, Alan, he's like, I'm looking at the clock. It says 4 minutes. Immediately just swerves off the freeway. He's like, all right, guys, I'm sorry. We have to get off here. I got to take a poop. And he was like, I honestly blame Troy because I literally can't hold it. And this is the driver, and we're literally 4 minutes there, and we left at 6 a.m. So now it's like our tea time is 9:40. We're like looking at the clock. We're like, cool, I think maybe we can do like half a bucket. And I'm like just holding and fighting, starting to sweat, starting to pray. I'm starting to get real religious. I'm like, God, please just don't let me pee in the back of my friend's car. I will not sin again. I'm born again after this. And if I can also hit a hole in one, that's good too. But then then that happens. And, man, that was the longest pee in my life. And I was like, oh, man.
Whew. Damn, that's great, dude. I'm glad you got a second opportunity with that story. That was... Goodness.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Speaking of second opportunity with the story, I mean, we're going block after block with our articles, just like the blockchain. Shout out to Blockthentic, keeping it real with us.
Yeah.
So we got Algorand and FIFA partnership finally coming to Web3, at least, and we can see it. We got some NFTs coming. I'm down with that. I'll take a FIFA NFT. I hate soccer because I broke my toe trying to kick a ball at my brother one time. But an NFT, sweet, I can do that. It's the world's biggest sport. We love it. We call it football. But I need 2 NFTs. There's one where the guy headbutts the other soccer player. That was like a big deal. And they were like, wait, I don't think this guy's faking an injury. And I need that NFT of the guy headbutting.
Okay.
And then, just give me any sort of collection with the most horrific injuries that weren't. I need some of the craziest soccer cries ever for faking it and getting a yellow card.
Oh, that's good. Yes. Yeah. I want to see
give me those 2 things.
Yeah, I want to see the best of that. Cristiano Ronaldo, I would like an NFT of him. That guy
with the shirt off?
No. Just because he's literally the greatest to have ever done it.
He's better than Messi.
Yeah. I mean, the odds of Messi and the rise up of becoming how great he is, that's an amazing story in of itself. So that might be able to be outweighed on Cristiano Ronaldo just being, dude, the man's just made to do what he's doing, and he exploited that, And God, dude, he's amazing.
That's why they made that statue of him, right?
No, they did not.
But you haven't seen that statue of Ronaldo where the face is funny?
No way.
Man, you have to look it up. Can you take 30 seconds and just type in Cristiano Ronaldo's, just so that people can hear this? No disrespect to the artist. Some art just gets rugged.
Yeah, we know about that feeling. That's not him.
Pretty accurate depiction. Yep. That's why when I go down in the Metaverse Hall of Fame, I want just an NFT. Just let me revise it and make sure it's all good before you just put stone into it.
I don't know. Maybe he should have ran through it a couple times. All right, back to it.
All right, so next, back to it. Hey, well, Blockthentic, you shouted out the shirt. Looks great. He's freaking swole up in that shirt we got from the Happenings web store, baby. I bought some. What'd you buy?
I got a Matic shirt, and then I got... Do you remember when Happenings used to be FudFit and Fudverse?
Mm-hmm.
There was a picture that had FUD on it, and then I wanted to buy something, you know what I mean, something that's gonna last forever, bro. I get to tell my kids that that man that I bought this painting, that's this is when he, that's a great story, bro. Come on. I love that.
But Happenings store is lit. I thoroughly enjoyed scrolling through page after page of all of everything that he has to offer.
It's crypto stuff, it's happenings. It's what's happening in our markets, I love that concept, love the brand. And this week on a little bit of announcement, right? So for us, you and I, we finally have realized that we've built somewhat of value in Too Easy, and we've wanted to bring people into the community and help us, build upon what we've already got as a foundation. And this week, Happenings and Blockthentic, we want to say thank you guys. We had a great meeting with y'all. It's awesome to have you guys in, and we understand life gets busy, so don't be thinking we need you up in there 24/7. Please don't feel pressured like that.
No, we're gonna need you on the pod, so buy a mic.
Yeah, here's our schedule. Hopefully it works out with yours. You're going to have to move things around.
Well, we got to get on that actual Web3 with Happenings. I want to be a little coin and go through. I want to feel like I'm really up in there.
That is cool. And he knows a lot about the meta, so that's why we were really happy to bring him along into the community. So for everybody else out there listening, Happenings has a really strong background in the metaverse. And Troy and I, of course, we want to dive into the metaverse. And what we're trying to do with Too Easy is we're trying to attract people that can benefit each subcategory in our Discord, right? And that's another thing with Blockthenic. This man on Instagram, guys, every single day he's got 4 or 5 different articles. And Trizzy and I wish we could had the time to do that. And it's like, we appreciate Blockthenic so much because your work looks so great, dude. And our community, as we keep attracting people to like-mindedness, they're really going to appreciate your work because, you know, it's like these small little things. Crypto, we appreciate it. You know, this isn't a corporate gig here. You know, this is us building something authentic for Blockthenic, authentic for the world. Yo, that's hot.
Yep.
So thank you
And
guys.
our boy Happenings has some big things coming. I mean, hey, support that store. You know, help them out. It's beautiful merch.
That's right.
Like I said, I'm buying another shirt on Thursday. Now this totally sounds like an ad read, but I swear on my life, I'm buying another one on Thursday. And what was I going to say here? What was I going to say? Maybe that's all I had to say. This is what I bought. Ready? So this is what I bought from the Happening store. I bought a nice VeChain canvas. I had to show love. I feel like people don't know how much we love VeChain because like we don't talk about it all the time. My love for VeChain. Yeah. I'm wearing it now. I also got a shirt along with my canvas. I was like, hey, I'm going to tattoo myself too. I mean, VeChain, go to like $1 and I'll tattoo it on my body.
100%.
I already got Too Easy Crypto.
Yeah, no, we already got Too Easy. I got mine on the wrist so everybody can understand that every day I looked at it and had to believe in it whether I liked it or not. So where y'all at? VeChain, it's like that.
Yeah, sorry. I was reading text messages. Yeah, VeChain, baby. I mean, yeah, that's why I wanted to say. Sorry, I just hijacked that, dude. Speaking of hijack, did you see some guy like hijacked a plane and then he was like, I'm going to crash it into a Walmart? And I was like, whoa, can I like know more about this? It was on Disclose. And then like I was golfing and then I was like, so what happened? And then the dude was just arrested. I'm like, so kind of crazy. I'm super happy that nobody was hurt. But I was like, how does that escalate from like going in a plane, going to just go kamikaze on random innocent people to like, no, I'm just going to get arrested, which is great. It's great. Yeah. All right. I don't need to say that. You know what I do need to say is I bought some VeChain merch from the Happenings web store. I got a canvas. I got a shirt. The shirt is beautiful. I'm sure I'm going to look freaking sexy in it. If the world doesn't think that, at least Alex will. Shout out to Alex. But we got VeChain, the blockchain, gets another stamp of approval. Yep. So VeChain has revealed on its official Twitter account that it is partnering with Canadian software firm TruTrace to improve blockchain adoption and product origin and authentication. So, is it an F? Authentication. What's the word? There we go. That guy paid attention.
I'm with it.
Yep, authentication. And even though I can't say it, VeChain knows all about authentication. Authentication, dang it, mother sucker. So VeChain, I mean, they authenticate everything besides my script.
Yes, Trizzy. Woo!
All right.
Yo, I got you. I got you.
Can I read it? Can I read it? And then we.
I mean, your transition right there was beautiful. I mean, we don't need anything else. I mean, I would love to just kind of add to what you're saying. They got verified. Logistics company, a SaaS, a service, or a software as a service. That's like extremely recognizable term in the business that I just learned a few months back. But it is recognizable with a lot of corporate businesses, and TruTrace might have that relationship and power to help onboard these companies into blockchain. And not only that, a logistical blockchain that could have a huge impact on everything that they do business-wise. So I think this is every week you and I go through the news and we go, these things are underrated, man. We're not getting enough hype on the fundamentals, and that's fine. Yeah. Just keep accumulating, guys. This is great news for VeChain. I love this. Let's see what happens next.
We said it so early on. VeChain just constantly is working and producing. I mean, like they already are working with Gucci, a couple other brands like high fashion and design, just to make sure like everything is validated and is what it is. And I mean, I think both of us really like what it could do for the supply and demand part of the world
and efficiency in the world. I mean, it's carbon impact that they're trying to have, their green initiative. That's great. That's all great news. And then not to mention what they'll do for businesses, like helping with costs and lowering waste. That's a great thing for business. So But yeah, let's get into crypto moves, man. Woo, we had a lot for the news. That's what I'm saying, bro. We got to be selective for the pod,
Yeah, we
man.
do.
There's so much out here to
yeah.
be talking about right now. But getting into the moves, Trizzy, your technicals are getting deeper and deeper. We learned RSI. You have now learned something newer. Do you want to touch on it real quick? Just what it's called and
Yep.
what you learned.
So the indicator I talked about was moving average convergence divergence charts. So yeah, I just kind of took the Discord and I was explaining what I saw. Just wanted to add another indicator because, they say don't act off just one indicator. Like, use as many as you can.
Right.
And I saw that this was one of the popular ones, so I decided to cover it a little bit. And I really like how it gives you a visual, which at first it's like, well, okay, I'm never going to know what's going on here.
Yeah.
But you really just break it down into the 4 things, which is, the MACD line, the signal line, and then you got the histogram and the 0 line.
Right.
So the histogram, it gives you, like, that's my favorite part of it, is you can see the momentum in a very, like, visually beneficial way.
A volume?
And I like that.
That's volume, right? Of, like, buyers and sellers?
Well, the momentum. Mean, now you're getting a little too technical.
No,
yeah,
but that's what
I'm
would
saying,
give us
like, more than I want to go on the podcast.
my bad. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking it is. Okay, cool. Awesome. And then what else did you learn from this? Is that just the main thing right there, the histogram?
Yeah, I just kind of briefly covered it in the Discord. Hey, come and join if you want to see everything I said.
Yeah.
So I don't have to read and punish us all, but I'm a numbers guy, baby. So just added another indicator to the arsenal and, use that this week. But this week was a weird week. Bitcoin didn't really move, a little volatile in like this range, but wasn't really like anything crazy. I mean,
it wasn't really.
It's moving sideways. I'm sure the traders were definitely enjoying it, but we're just looking to be efficient with our DCA. So
yeah.
Bitcoin, safe to say under 20K. I'm personally gonna just continue to DCA under 20,000. I like, but nothing as far as like the RSI or really. Everything just kind of slowed up for the weekend. It almost felt like everybody was like, hey, it's 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun.
And I really felt that vibe today, this Monday. People are not out there and people don't really want to talk. I think people are a little tired. Summer's kind of kicked into gear and kids are back into school. So, but yeah, dude, this is super sick. And MACD line, I'm curious is that just like what this overall thing is called, MACD line and signal lines?
Well, yeah, so the MACD line is the blue one.
Got it.
The signal is the orange.
Got it.
And they're both just like the EMAs on different time frames. So you kind of see, and what you're looking for is when they cross. And if you notice, the blue line, when it crosses, is above the orange line. That's green momentum, price going a little green.
Got it.
So.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're talking about.
You're using that brightness of, or like the color tone, like obviously you see dark green really ramped it up right there in the middle of the chart.
I see.
So
yeah.
But I thought it was really important to show the price action chart with the candles, just so you could see like, hey, don't go like all euphoric just because you see like a little convergence, because even on this, even on this little scale we got, you already see it goes red, and it doesn't just act. It still has a little bit of unpredictability, which is why it's just good to monitor and add to the indicators you look at.
Love that. Well, thank you for putting the time into that this week. And guys, so what he's doing, and just kind of like get everybody up to speed, he's taking a little more time on the Too Easy Top 10 to be able to bring everybody together on the knowledge that we're learning as well. And we're hoping what we're doing is bringing the macro trends in a strategical way to allow you to make better decisions in the markets. And that's all we're trying to do at Too Easy. We know this market is scary. A lot of people are downplaying it, but there is a moment in history where this will start to get adopted. And these things that you've learned in here will definitely give you an advantage. So moving into it.
And you definitely add that to our culture of, we want to meet with the minds and get everybody on the same page. And, hey, the more minds, the better the decision making is, if we all have one common goal, which is clearly to make good investment choices.
That's right.
So next we got Ethereum above 0. We still love that. We got the merge going, but I felt like, man, I was like, everybody was hyped. It's kind of hard to not be invested in Ethereum and then like act like you're not hyped for the merge. But from like a price action standpoint, you know, I'm glad we took the time to go through all the articles and learn, you know, every bit of like the software that's going in, or the upgrade that is that's going in, because I did have to pull back and be like, okay, this is like 1 in 5 scheduled upgrades, and we're not going to get another one until like the estimated 2023.
Right.
But I mean, I think the most bullish thing we can take from it is that it works as the technology. I mean, price action, hey, what if we don't hit 10K? I'm definitely okay with that. You know, we got proof of staking to hold us over for the rest of the time. I'll take that.
Yeah. I keep seeing Ethereum 2.0 with a few people, and I want to make sure that I clarify this, because it was like I read it from a good source, and I can't remember if it was like directly from the Ethereum project or who, but it was one of the developers or somebody in the team, can't remember. But it said Ethereum 2.0 was their like recent upgrade transition they were trying to make into bringing DeFi into Ethereum. So now it's like, it's not we're going into Ethereum 2.0. Ethereum 2.0 already exists, and we're just upgrading Ethereum as a whole. And so they're getting rid of Ethereum 2.0 and they're becoming Ethereum, like as the proof of staking network that they're developing. So that merge into the Ethereum that we're all going to know until the next big transition or upgrade or whatever that is, right? This is how we're going to know it. So that's, I mean, at least we know that. At least we know that, you know, the market is going to build upon that and make better. So.
Yeah, and I don't need instant gratification. I mean, like I said, with the staking going on, and then FTX, as it is, getting like 5 to 8% if you keep your crypto on their exchange, which that's a debate for another time. But, you know, you can get some sort of passive income from it while you wait. I mean, I'm thinking long term anyway for me. So, like I said, I don't need instant gratification, but right now we're at like a support. I mean, man, it's like, it's really hard to judge Ethereum and be like, it's like, I obviously love buying it in that $800 range or so.
Yeah.
So, I mean, 1,500, you're like, dang, is this a good decision? Is it not?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's kind of just for you to decide if you think it's going to reach those high levels again.
I want to add this one thing to you. Ethereum, if they are going to name it Ethereum 2.0 and I'm wrong about that, then, you know, then I'm wrong.
Well, that's one thing I didn't know, because I've seen, what's weird about it is I've seen an article being like, hardcore, no, we're not Ethereum 2.0.
Right.
It's just Ethereum, and we're going to go to proof of stake. That's all that's happening. But then I look on like Coinbase, and they still have it represented as ETH 2.0. So I'm like, I don't know what it is. I don't.
Well, they offer,
as long as I got some ETH in my bag, I'm good.
Right. They offer Ethereum 2.0 right now. That's what they're saying. And so like you have the ability to stake your Ethereum now with Coinbase. That's what that is. Ethereum, the 2.0, I only hear it brought up the only times I hear it brought up anymore is when you're hearing it from like articles being written by these different companies or brands out there. And it's like, I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm definitely saying what's happening is like, let's not get it confused, because Ethereum 2.0 is already in the ecosystem, is what like is the facts, right? So like, I think you and I kind of researching that recently and discussing it has definitely helped us realize what's going on with everything. So, but yeah. Next one, you ready for Cardano?
Yep, Cardano. I think it might be the one that we post on the gram this week, because you look at it, and I mean, we're using these indicators, still trying to learn as much as we can about reading all the different TA, but this one was interesting because every week we put Cardano under 50 cents. That's like, you know, that's where an ideal buy for me. That's definitely what I'm looking for, but we are right at there, like approaching 51 cents. But then you look at the RSI, and it's pretty close to being overbought. So I kind of wanted to see, you know, use the test of time and see how these indicators work all together. And I mean, these are popular strategies. So
very nice.
We see almost overbought, and then we see the MACD. It's losing a little momentum. It's still above the 0 line. Yeah, I'm looking at a smaller image of it. But yeah, so, you know, that's still like bullish, but you do see the momentum is slowing up when I made the chart. But, you know, with the market being so like kind of low key this weekend for people like us, at least. I think we just wait and see. So much is up for debate about where the market's going that, all we can do as the little people is just check and see what happens. But I wouldn't be surprised if we go back below 50 cents and see some solid ranges again.
This pump, I feel like, could be caused by the news with maybe the new lending and borrowing DApp. That could be one thing, and then another thing is their upgrades. So I mean, there's things, buy the rumor, sell the news on the RSI, but the thing is like when psychological effect comes into play and we do find a bottom and things start to reverse in trends, that RSI, that's where it'll be unique to watch that. You know what I mean? Because what happens when we push, it's like saying it's overbought, right? But what if we keep pushing upwards and then it's like, does that whole range change and how does it change? You know what I mean? So that's
why it's tough to relay like the fundamentals and the upgrade with that to like, oh, what do you expect?
Exactly.
It kind of just depends what your mindset is. So.
Yeah, exactly. So, and speaking of like mindset, Solana's the same way, bro. Like people have to either have the mindset for it and understand what's going on with the ecosystem, or just stay with what you know. But like, I mean, Solana. I mean, the NFT marketplace, I'm just going to touch on it every single week. The people in there are building.
We talk about it every week.
Yeah.
We love it. But yeah, go on. We love the people.
They're building.
We love the community.
I mean, there's great brands out there.
With everything going on with Utes, it's like, okay, there's a lot of attention on the NFT market space, but like, let's see what comes of it. I mean, right now we had, what does it say? 1.8%. 1.8% up this week. And I mean, relatively slow week for them, but hey, I'm getting Solana for $32 and I'm buying NFTs with it. I'm perfectly content. And
now.
We are enjoying that. We're staying afloat with our Solana just by, using it, which, hey, if you want to be bearish and take away, that's cool.
Yeah.
But we're learning about the blockchain.
And we're participating.
Everything else.
If you want to earn in this marketplace, you're going to have to participate. You can't just sit there and expect things to just fall in your lap. And that's what him and I go through every week, is like there's a consistent pattern that if you watch close enough, you can find out when to execute your best decisions with, whatever liquidity you have based on income or what you made before or how you're doing in trading, whatever. So
and that's why we're hyped that we got the Cardano NFT, because now we dipped into another blockchain and it's not, you don't want to make all your judgment. I mean, these are softwares who I doubt the highest priority was like the NFT marketplace for, these layer ones. So it's just like an easy way to look at and be like, okay, what bugs can I find? And, what issues do I have purchasing an NFT on the blockchain? So that reflects some of the development on there. So
and speaking of other NFTs, like Polygon's a great example, right? Like that for me, like their NFT community, because of Ethereum and gas fees, and they're talking you have if you want lower transaction fees, you're going to have to use a layer 2, right? And they're saying it's not going to come through the Ethereum merge. Polygon, I think their NFT marketplace could become something special. And that's where you and I, we're talking about where is Polygon going to get its value. I think it already having like an NFT community that's somewhat bubbling. It's like Algorand in a way, wouldn't you say? Like kind of the vibes wise, like just.
Yeah, I mean, fundamentally, I was like as hyped as I was about Algorand still am, but there was one point in time where I was like, I don't think anything's touching Algorand fundamentally. And then Matic just came in with like a wave of like bullish fundamentals.
Which is crazy because it's doing so much more than just like what a lot of blockchains are doing. The use case for Matic is so important as Ethereum continues to develop the ecosystem that it is. I mean, it's so big, bro. People doubt Ethereum's value flipping Bitcoin in a way. It's like, all right, well, I can understand. I understand, but we're not too far away from Ethereum, and Bitcoin being, and, I mean, who's been building, who's been building, these Bitcoin maxis, they don't seem to be building. I don't know. Maybe we cut that part out. Yeah.
No, you don't want Max Kaiser.
Maybe it's just Max Kaiser. Max Kaiser's not building. That's the one who's not building. Sorry.
He's building Bitcoin Magazine. I mean, which is
it's no too easy crypto.
No. But All right, all right. You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Man, that was a nice break. Whew.
Woo!
Had to stretch for a minute. These crypto moves making us feel way too much. We had to cool off. It was almost too hot for TV. Just two dudes recording, talking about
Chainlink.
crypto. I mean, yeah, all right. Back to it. Let's put a chain link fence around that conversation. Speaking of chain link fence, we got Link under $10, baby. I mean, I love it, and I say Link under $10 because I love Link under $10. But you should do your own research because we think Link is one of those puzzle pieces in the altcoin ecosystem that's going to be a pretty big deal.
Pretty big deal. We talk about onboarding data. Chainlink's your guy. Looking here, Chainlink on a graph. We say under $10. The closer you get around $5, the more it's like, ooh, this is looking like a great opportunity. And so I see it keep bouncing between that level. And 8% on FTX up to a certain value. If you're just getting started, no financial advice in this podcast whatsoever, or anything that we do. But boy, is that an opportunity if you're just getting started.
I agree. That's been my number one since down here. I was hoarding it. But love Link. I mean, not much to say. Under $10. We're at $7.12, and I'm still sad. I'm like, man, I freaking love Chainlink under $6.
Love it.
Or not under $6. Sorry, under $7.
7, 8.
I mean,
But
hey,
under
if you guys want to
$6?
give me under $6, I don't care. Crush the whole economy. I'll buy a Chainlink.
I'll
at
buy Chainlink.
$5.
Absolutely.
I'll buy Chainlink at $3.
Let's go. And speaking of buying, we're going to be buying something new hopefully here soon in the near future. You see what I did there?
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a good transition.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yep.
Near under, what did you put it under this week? Put it under $5. Hey, all right.
Yeah, I mean, we still have a lot to learn, but
Yeah.
the reason why this one's on is for the same reason as Wax. We still got some work to do. We want to learn a bit about Near. You know, you see people talking about it on the internet. I see interoperability, and I was like, oh, okay, so they compete with my baby Atom. That's tough, but hey, more diversification.
There you go.
We said it before. The bridges are, you know,
Not
they've
doing
had
it.
some tough luck as of late. Yeah, like let's have a working bridge.
Yeah. Let's get something.
That's a civil engineer in me.
Yep. Moving into it, in the near future, hopefully we see our pockets full of bags of Near, because I'm going to be honest, man, the energy I get from a lot of people that talk about it, it's extremely hype. And if let's see the competition they bring, man. NFT community, we got some people, you know, we got our first person I've met with a Near NFT, Blackthenic.
Yeah.
That's really cool to experience that, because I don't know anybody that owns them yet. And if there's that market for it, that's the thing that we're finding the beauty in. You know?
We don't want to miss.
No.
Trust me, I don't hate any community. I'll learn about any community if they're talking about money.
We're same team out here. Hell yeah.
Yeah. But what is interesting is their all-time high, it was in basically the first of the year.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a little different, but they're relatively new. So I'm definitely down to do some research and get back, talk it out with the group.
Yeah.
See what we think.
I want to say this real quick. Look at that graph that you put up. That's year to date. And when you look at it, that's almost got me speechless, man. I mean, that looks like a heck of an opportunity. And the last coin that I can remember that like jumped into the market and like contained like that. Let's back this up. Seeing it from 20 down, going to about $1, 280, 288.
Yeah. Next range is $1.50.
And then after the next range is $7, right? You're at $4. And then the next range of resistance would be $9. That's a hard resistance right there.
Yep. Yep.
Boy.
And those levels are coming from the Fibonacci retracement.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm glad you said that, because the next indicator I wanted to look at, it's like involving the volume at the support ranges, so you get to see how strong it is. So we'll have to discuss that one. But the only bad thing is TradingView makes you gotta. They're like, yeah, you gotta upgrade for that.
Yeah, there it is.
Like, okay,
oh,
okay.
We're starting to learn, dude. This is good.
I was like, man, nothing in life is free these days besides Too Easy Crypto.
There it is.
Membership.
What an ad read.
If you want to get us tatted, I mean, I have a tattoo. Evan's got a tattoo.
That's right.
Everybody's getting it tattooed.
That's right. Ashton's
So
got a tattoo.
that's the way in.
Too Easy Fresh has got a tattoo. I mean, the
Mhm.
boys are out here, representing the brand.
Yeah. So please don't let crypto go to zero.
Yeah.
That's why we're buying to zero, because I'm stuck with ink permanently for the rest of my life. So let's take this easy. But at least I don't have a Luna tattoo or anything like that.
Oof.
So next we'll get into. Well, I mean, you know who does, right?
No.
Then Mike Novogratz.
Really?
Yeah, we'll look it up after and.
Wow. We love. I mean, we kind of like Mike.
Yeah, no,
Novogratz, right?
I mean, I don't have any issue.
I
with
don't have
him.
any
I mean,
issues,
shoot,
yeah.
if everybody is lying if you were not at that point of the market and just immediately hyped.
Hyped
Like, how
about
could you
yeah.
not?
I mean, dude, Luna was. I mean, when it started backing itself with Bitcoin and then started talking about AVAX, I mean, people were, whoa, the energy, man. But I mean,
Yeah.
that's. Go ahead.
I was just thinking, I was like, man, like what a time with Luna for us, because we were just like not for Luna.
Mm-hmm.
And then so like more and more people were about Luna, and we've like looked into it, and I was like, okay, from like our perspective, retail investment, we're like, yeah, no, this makes sense.
Yeah.
But then you look into the dirty details, and you're like, oh, okay.
Glad
now
I
that-
didn't throw the whole
now
bag.
Okay, I'm glad I learned. No,
Yeah.
yeah, diversification.
Yeah, I mean, I lost a little bit from it, but I mean, I've lost a little bit from this entire market. But the thing is if you did not take profits at the top of the last cycle, then the process has not been either taught to you or you're not dedicated to the process. It's simple. You like when you're up and you're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Take some off the top. A great piece of advice I was ever given. Right, I'm a bartender out in Orlando, and I had this regular that always sat at the same spot at the bar, and he'd sit down, bigger dude. He'd drink 7 or 8 blue PBRs, bro, cans, tall boys, and then he would start sneezing on like his 8th or 9th, and he would drink to about 13. This guy was a legend, bro, great dude. And
He's like, I'm allergic to tapping out, right?
100%, dude. He was a real true go getter, dude. But one day he says to me, because I was doing great in Litecoin and I had some Ethereum, I had Tron for the first time, Ripple, and dude, I turned like $750 into like, 12 grand, 13 grand, right? And then I thought I was just big shit chilling, right? And this man looks at me, he goes, hey, why don't you take out the amount that you originally put in and just leave it in cash? And I was like, why would I do that? It's worth 12 G's right now, dude. Are you crazy? And so I rode that 12 G's, and then I got even more money given to me, and I invested that into the market because people were believing in me. And I took 26 grand, and I took it all the way down to 1,800. If you don't have faith, if you don't stay in after that, you know what I mean, and quit, I get it, dude. You know what I mean? That's a terrible feeling, dude. But it's like I believed in it, and over time, that cost averaging in and understanding the power of time, it made me invincible to all the noise. And it's like, look, we all got hurt, right? And I know this is a long episode, but we got some great stuff in here. But I know everybody got hurt, and because everybody got hurt, yes, we should be humbled by what happened. But the key here is understanding that you either believe in this tech succeeding and innovating the world and bringing us to a better world, or you do not. And that power of time allowing to drown out the noise of people saying, no, it can't happen, Jim Cramer, right? It's like those people eventually are going to be drowned out by the noise because of the focus and the building and the time and the consistency and the process. And that is the secret, guys. That's it. Like, if you want to be a trader, put time into that and develop it and use a small percentage of your bag. That's one thing. But take the time, bro. I mean, geez Louise, $50 a week will change your life, But out of my preaching mode.
Beautiful.
Algorand.
Beautiful. Algorand. I mean, we've loved it.
Love
we
it.
love it for a long time. We love long time.
Long time.
So yeah, what did we put? I mean, I got some Algorand, so
Yeah.
we're chilling.
We're big chilling.
I mean, what do we say about it? I mean, we're just like everything else, got crushed. We're 91% away from the all-time highs, but hey, that happens.
It happens.
Sorry, bro, that's crypto.
I still see us going like Yonkers with Algorand, man. I mean, just everything it's doing great. NFT market is clean, bro. Like, I mean, the way it moves and the way, I don't understand the shuffle, but I think the shuffle is just another word for mint. And I think they're just trying to be different and separate themselves in an identity, which is cool. But Algorand, get yourself
I think
a bag.
everybody should look into the founder of Algorand and just like study him, be like, okay, what an interesting dude. He's smart, and Algorand's never shut off. That's what they always say when internet's going wild on certain cryptos.
Yeah, and you know what else is not shut off? VeChain. And we touched on it earlier. Guys, let's just be quick about this. 2 cents. We went to 28 cents. Kind of got a deal right now, maybe. I don't know. No financial advice. But we got time.
I mean, VeChain, like we say, I mean, every piece of news is just connecting the dots. They're not crazy out there marketing, but like people love VeChain.
Love VeChain.
And we love VeChain. And Charles Payne, remember that euphoric time?
Love that.
I mean, that was a great period, but I think they're just going to keep working, and we'll just see. I mean, like you said, 2 cents. I mean, if there was a project who's 2 cents a coin that I love more than VeChain, I love that range. Like, how could you not?
How could you not?
With as big of a mission and a roadmap as they have.
Yeah.
With continuous fundamentals and goals just getting crossed out.
And helping business truly build and become a better ecosystem. And let's transition into something that can really benefit the ecosystem. Do you got something else? Hit me.
Oh, I was just going to talk about how it's on the UFC mat. So, like, when people are just bleeding out all over the mat, you just see VeChain, and I'm like, it's still a beautiful sight.
It's still a beautiful sight.
Yeah, no wars are fought without bloodshed.
None. Filecoin, bloodshed, talk about blood, 97% down from its all-time high. And if you have not been on this ride with us, Filecoin's definitely been a ride. You and I, we were big advocates of it when we saw it break like that, $20 range, $30 range. We're like, oh, wow. And then to see it now at where it's at has definitely been astonishing is a good word for it, huh?
Right. And I hate to bring up Kaleo again, but he was saying how he was like, Filecoin is so complex that like most people don't get it. And if I was like, I completely understand it, I'd be a liar. But I think that its place in the ecosystem of altcoins is just as big as Chainlink. We love to talk about those two together. Yeah. And Chainlink brings on the data, Filecoin
stores the data.
Storage.
I mean, it's too easy. But the thing we're hoping for is Filecoin does they're a layer 1 project and they see their opportunity. I mean, it could really have a huge impact on their ecosystem. We're not saying it's going to happen. We're saying we can see how it could happen. And Filecoin, come on, baby. Let's see you go back to, Valhalla for all of us so we can holla back. That was terrible.
Holla back, young and ooh. Yeah, no, I tried to help, but shout out to Fabulous. And also shout out to Gemini, 7%. I'm like, I can wait 97% off the all-time high and get 7% in the meantime, because 240 was freaking
beautiful.
Well, I was about to use a disturbing adjective, but I won't. I would refrain.
Let me hit you with it. I know we're kind of ready to wrap this up because this was a long episode, but these are getting better and better because we're finding what we're doing out here, guys. We're building a better tomorrow. And so I go into closing out the article with, we are on track to do great things because that is mankind's destiny, not just one person or one group. We cannot allow a selfish few take that away from so many that deserve their own pursuit of happiness. So get ready, friends. We are all going to make it, and we believe in that. So thank you for...
Yes, we do.
Thank you for being here. Episode 34 in the books. Too Easy Trizzy. Beautiful, man. Hilarious.
And we got the people raising the Too Easy flag.
That's right. You know,
It looked pretty tight today with that final paragraph on it. I was like, wow, that's iconic.
It does. It looks good. It looks like we're out here really trying to make an impact, and we are. We're trying to make a difference for a better tomorrow. You know, because we do believe in building ourselves. We're dependent on ourselves, and that's what you should be. So,
Too Easy Crypto gets 1,000 people in the Discord. We might have to tattoo this scene.
I mean, I would probably do it if we can get like more detail in the Too Easy flag. You know, I don't want it looking like it's just like,
oh,
you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm getting a tattoo. I'm not going to be like, no, can you put the emoji version of the flag?
All right, guys. Thank you so much. This was fire.
All right. Thank you guys so much. This was fire. Oh, you're reading that part? Okay.
All right.
Finally reads the scripts one time, huh?
Love you guys. Thank you so much.
Love you guys. All right. Thank you so much.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
See you next week.